his paws are his paws are
like
little maracas.
Yeah, he's adorable. I love this lad
Boom,
so
chitty,
much.
boom, chitty, boom, chitty,
I remember when I used to wear this shirt.
You wore it in high school, didn't you?
I wore it in middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
But now it's been the shirt hasn't come off him since you put it
No,
on.
I like day one. I was like, he feels naked.
Yeah, that's true.
So I put the shirt on
put a
this
nice
man.
little. You need to get a tie for him.
I should get him a
You should put a little tie
tie.
for him on.
Oh yeah. So you see what I mean about this bear, right?
Mhm.
So I put a shirt on him, and
Uh-huh.
that's fine.
Yeah,
But if I put pants on
it's horny.
him, you now think about it.
I could never feel horny for this man. He's too wholesome.
You wouldn't fuck him? You
No.
wanna fuck that bear?
No.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Howdy. I was not going to be incriminated.
Okay. And welcome back to a role to play.
Are we playing a role? What role are we playing?
Mani.
Mani.
Waz. I don't know why. I said it that way like every
but
time.
It stuck. I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let you do your thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it. You know? I want to tell you a story about something that happened to me this past weekend.
Yeah.
So, I went to a concert with Johnny and a couple of other friends, right?
Mhm.
And this concert was up in Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
So it was a little bit of a drive.
A hike.
And we drove through, like, you know, one of our favorite places, Paw Paw, West Virginia, and then made it into Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Like the bottom edge, where, like, there's, like, this weird little zone where it's, like, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania kind of all in one little area.
Yeah, a little incesty.
The tri-state area, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's like in the mountains. We were coming up on this place called Cummings, and I think it's in Pennsylvania, near the border. And we were on this back road going through the mountains.
Yeah.
We were stuck behind a van, a guy in a Chevy Spark, and then it was us, right? So
Yeah.
3 cars. And, you know, the typical thing of whenever a passing lane comes up, there's oncoming traffic, right? Happens all the time. But there were several opportunities for the man in front of us to do the passing. After like twice of missing opportunities when
Yeah.
he didn't do it, we're like, fuck it. So the next one came up. We accelerate to zoom past him, and then he starts moving over like he's gonna pass too. And we're all like, beep, beep, beep. And he's like, beep, beep, beep. And then as we're passing him, he like flips us off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so like we're driving down the road. He like speeds up to catch up because he's all pissed off.
Yeah, big macho man.
So then, you know, we go for a few minutes. He starts to back off, whatever. We get into the town, and we're driving, and he pulls off. He's about to pull off into a parking lot in some shopping center, right? And then my buddy in the back seat rolls down his window and throws his hand out and flips him off as we're driving away. He pulls out and follows us. Like,
Oh my
speeds
God.
up to follow us. And
This man's angry.
and he pulls it. So we pull up to a red light, and he pulls up next to us because there was, you know, no car there. And like my window's like a little bit cracked because I just wanted a little bit of air. And like he's rolling up, his window's rolling down. And I'm like, why do you keep flipping me off? And it's like this crusty old like Pennsylvania man,
Yeah.
who's like a little shithead.
Yeah.
And like you could tell he was angry. But then I roll the window down, and he can see inside the car because Johnny's windows are tinted to fuck.
Yeah.
And he saw there were 4 of us in the car. So you could tell he instantly, like, shriveled. Because there's 4 people that could get out and beat the shit out of this man. And we're like, dude, you literally did it first. He's like, I don't... and, like, we didn't see your blinker on. He's like, well, I know that's bullcrap. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I give him this look. And I just turn from him and roll my window up. Because I couldn't be bothered.
Oh, look at you trying to be a cool guy.
So then the joke of the rest of the weekend was when we like got very like when we would talk about things or get animated, we're like, hey, why do you keep flipping me off? It's a fun joke. But yeah, that was a fun thing that happened to me when I went to go see a concert this weekend.
Okay, was the concert fun?
Oh yeah, it was great. I
Okay.
bought some merch. We got to do we did meet and greet with the band,
Okay.
and that was awesome.
Did you do a backflip?
I did not. My buddy that I came with did a backflip in the pit though.
Yo.
Which he usually does, but this time that
So strong.
he went to do it, and then this other dude in the pit like decided to like try to slide under him, and like knocked him over mid flip. And I'm surprised he didn't like just beat the shit out of him because my buddy's a little bit hot headed.
Okay, one of those.
But no, it was good. For those of you wondering, we went to go see The Plot and You, which are a great band. Ian, I keep meaning to send them to Ian. I think Ian would really like them.
Okay.
We went to see The Plot and You. They were headlining, but then there was an opener called Avoid, which was amazing. They were great. And then our homeboys in Silent Planet, and we got to hang out with Silent Planet, and they were awesome. I love them very much. And there was another band whose name I can't remember because I didn't heard of them before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a fun concert. I had a fun time.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my story. I just wanted to tell you about the guy who flipped us off that we flipped off back. So it was really funny. We thought about all four of us simultaneously rolling the window down and all throwing the bird out, but we didn't do that because you never, especially with like some backwoods area like that, you never know.
Well,
what
one,
people
it's
got in their
illegal for the
car.
driver to do that.
That's true. I was wondering what the rule was. I couldn't remember if it was illegal.
Passengers are allowed to, but drivers are not.
Okay.
So he was doing the illegal.
Yeah,
act.
it's true.
There we go.
Johnny was driving, so he was being a good boy.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that was
Yeah,
my
yeah.
story. Gosh, they said it would just be a light rain on the news this morning.
And Dad stares out the window, squinting up at the dark clouds floating overhead.
And here I thought I was going to have some time to work on the WV, the VW. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a little Volkswagen.
The WV.
Shut the fuck up. I had West Virginia on the brain. we drove through Paw Paw, West Virginia.
Man, I love that anime song, the West Virginia song. Yeah, I got the anime one.
The anime one.
The one that's the credits theme for Whisper of the Heart.
Yeah.
It's my favorite anime song.
Yeah, right?
Country Roads.
Country Roads, my favorite song.
My favorite anime song.
Oh my god.
It'd be that way. He lets the curtain, he'd been holding fall back into place, keeping the window open just a crack.
Why are you reading this like some art poem shit? Art house poem.
Because I lost track of the sentence. And I never found it
You
again.
could have with that cadence, you could have easily shifted it into like a Christopher Walken, like he let the curtain he'd been holding fall back.
I don't know what a
It's a place.
Christopher Walken is.
You love Christopher Walken, keeping the window open just a crack.
Oh my god. It got lit in all that humidity. Ozony air.
Ooh,
Ozony. Ozumi, yeah. This sort of weather is pretty rare this time of year, after all.
Oh, there's
Oh
Dad.
my god!
Okay, I need to change the voice because he's not like big deep voice man. He's got a little bit of old. He's a little older, but like not super old, but like
This is the whitest
educated.
dad.
He's pretty white.
This is the whitest sitcom father.
Maybe I'll try a white sitcom dad voice. So, was everyone at the library pretty nice?
He
Pretty
almost
nice.
gives off Reed Richard energy. He's even graying,
Yeah.
where he's got the Reed Richard streaks.
Oh, maybe this is just.
Oh my god, this is the villain of the game. He's got the Reed Richard streaks. That's the rule, right?
Is that the rule?
I think that's the rule.
Okay, fair enough.
When a comic book character just suddenly gets the Reed Richard streaks, that's their villain arc.
I see.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to Reed?
No, it's just because that's Reed.
Oh, but
That's
they
just
are
how
the-
he is.
They are the Reed Richards stripes, but anyone else who gets them is a
Yeah. They happened to Hal Jordan. He got the streaks and then murdered a
villain.
bunch of people.
Strange has the Reed Richards streaks.
Yeah, and think about all the people he's murdered.
Yeah, that's kind of true. He's kind of a dick.
Right? What an ass. He turns to look at me. Not even like a real Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, not even.
That's a doom.
What a champ.
Yeah.
That's good. Were there a lot of kids your age?
Dad, I'm 20 years old.
Hey, that's still kid territory. At least by contrast to me.
Oh, look at him being all like boomer. It was kind of a spread. Mid to late 20s, I think. One of them was a teenager, though. He seems pretty young.
Gotcha. I wish I could have gone in there with you. Checked out the new renovations. You don't remember this, but back when this was still your grandmother's house, we used to take you there for the Saturday storytime sessions they held.
That sounds adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Speaking of reading to children at the library, I was over at Nika and Ryan's place.
Yeah.
And they've been watching a lot of Phineas and Ferb. and the Run Candace Run episode was on.
Yeah.
Such a good fucking episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's such a good episode.
That's such a big turning point for that season.
Mm-hmm. I love the song.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Move with
good.
the power of the wind as you run. It's just like really good.
It's got some energy to it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's also like the episode where she finally makes up with the rest of like Jeremy's family.
Well, because she accidentally found the missing like cousin or something.
Yeah, yeah.
She just wandered off one day and
She just
never
wandered
saw
off.
her again.
And she got amnesia for some
Oh.
reason.
Uncle Janice, Uncle Jack, it's all coming back to me.
What a weird show.
It's so good. Oh my god. They had this big terracotta reading room with these children's stories dating back to the pioneer days, including a bunch that were written right here in Mesa Verde.
See, you were getting lost too. It's not just me.
I super was.
Yeah.
I had fucking Phineas and Ferb on the brain. You loved it. Well, up until the librarian lady dressed up as a clown for that circus story, and you wouldn't stop crying. Speaking of ages, any plans for your birthday next week?
Oh, that's so good. Monty is the birthday boy.
It's gonna be a birthday in a week.
Oh my god.
He's gonna turn up 21st.
Oh, is that gonna be the first sex scene?
When he's
He
21.
gets drunk drinking for the first time.
Bold of you to assume there's gonna be sex scenes.
How's that bold of me to assume? There was an 18 plus thing when I went to go download this.
I didn't know that. Fucking know.
Like for pretty much every game I played off the channel, when you go to the website, it stops and asks you like, "Are you 18?" Like if you click this, you're.
Are you an
you're,
adult?
like, yeah, it does that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I have any plans? He knows I wouldn't have any. I've barely left the house since I came home from the hospital a year ago. I don't know. Maybe I'll make lemon bars or something if we still have the ingredients. He can go buy the ingredients. What do you mean if you have them?
It's a week away. There's time.
Yeah, like what? Okay, sir.
That sounds like fun.
And maybe a couple shots of vodka.
Of course. No. You shouldn't even joke about that kind of thing. It's a really nasty habit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's glorified on TV and the internet nowadays, but it's been a serious source of hardship for quite a number of your relatives. Did you know that over 6% of all deaths worldwide are caused by alcohol?
That's only 6%. But what's the percentage of that that's like caused by the ocean?
I don't know.
The ocean might be a big killer.
I mean, the people that get in it, but there's a lot of people that don't go in the ocean.
There's a lot of people that do get in the ocean.
But there's more people that don't get in the ocean, Josh. I don't know what you're not understanding. There's a lot of people that don't live coastally at all.
Yeah, but those are also some of the most populated areas.
Yeah, that's
The coasts are more populated than Middle America.
That's true. Middle America's ain't got shit,
They've got like a residency of like 5 people total.
and they're all related.
Right? And then you got North Montana having like 2 people living there. And they're both Bethesda employees. Not Bethesda, Ubisoft.
and they're
Ubisoft
both
employees.
just Ubisoft.
Yeah, they're both
employees.
just Ubisoft employees.
Damn.
Is what it is.
Plus, you could have an addictive personality and not even know until you try it. Jeez, Dad. Okay. Holy fuck.
I liked how my dad was like, "Do you want to go drinking?" And then I told him no, and he was like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm. All my friends wanted me to, so I did a little bit.
No, okay.
Did I ever tell the story about the tequila that we made for my birthday?
Did you drink it?
Yeah, it was super. My friends cut up like 20 jalapenos
Mm-hmm.
and put them in a mason jar and filled the bottle with tequila and let it soak for a whole day.
Yeah.
And it was like drinking fire, like more so than regular tequila. It was
Okay.
awesome. It was really yummy.
Sounds terrible.
I thought it was really good.
That sounds like that would be an awful experience for my stomach.
Yeah, if you're
Pepper.
not, if you can't do it, like that's
yeah,
what I mean.
that's like I couldn't.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't do that.
For you, probably a bad idea. For me, I enjoyed it.
I can't even like have tomato juice properly.
Oh no. Oh no, that's
Yeah.
so unfortunate. Is it just acid for you?
Yeah, it like heavily like affects me. It's like anything that's like spicy, like because a lot of spice things typically are very acidic, and I just can't.
Like, because I mean, you do pizza okay most of the time.
Yeah, but there's so much other shit with the pizza,
Yeah, yeah.
and at that point, it's not the tomato, it's the grease that's the problem.
you know what? Fair, reasonable.
Right? Is what it is. Also, do you think there's real tomato in like a Pizza Hut pizza?
It could be.
There could
There
be.
could be. I don't know.
Okay, sir.
I hold out hope for Pizza Hut.
I thin my lips and not about to let my dad know that I did. In fact, have a social life. Whilst?
Whilst.
Whilst? What's creating the capital I?
Because if you think about while, WHILE, this is a conjunction or a modification of that word.
But there's no E physically there to lend the I the power to be capital.
It's a hidden secret silent E.
I hate the English
whilst.
language. It's whilst.
It's
Whilst I was in college. Or the fact that I'm probably only 2 hours away from breaking down to an eye-watery, curled-up state due to the lack of pain pills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really call that an addiction, though. More like medically prescribed coping. Right, yeah. Was just kidding. I idly push the wheels of my chair forward a few inches, then roll it back, repeating the motion as I watch the rain pound the porch sliding door. You know, if he's not the most mobile person in the world, the dad could regulate how much access he has to drinking. Like, get like one of the small vodka bottles and be like, here's like a shot.
Right. Well, that's what he means. Like, yeah, a shot of vodka or two. But I guess instead of buying a whole bottle that you would keep in the house.
Yeah, but you can just get a little like.
Yeah, you can get.
So like for the birthday, he can be like, "Oh, here's like a shot or two." And
you could just give him Fireball and then have him.
Yeah,
hit Fireball
you don't
after
need to
a few
get
months.
like a whole ass bottle of like Russian Standard.
Yeah.
And like.
If you buy the drink you drink when you turn 21 is Fireball, and then you drink it in everything for like 3 months, and then you get sick of it. Easy.
Is this personal experience?
Slightly.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danny.
Donnie.
I'm sorry, Donnie. I didn't mean to make you upset.
Oh, well,
Oh, shit.
don't worry about that. I got there. I stop, glancing over. Oh, no. I'm fine.
We'll figure out something fun, yeah?
He smiles, reassuringly. I smile back, thinking for a sec. I saw they stocked up the library with this new rental section. It's got all sorts of movies and video games. We could pick up a library card. I'm pretty sure it's all free.
You know, technically nothing like that's free. It's all paid for by our tax dollars and...
He stops himself. Having troubles?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I just have a little bit of dry skin on my nose.
No, okay.
You have to point nothing out. Jesus. Just let me scratch myself in peace. It sounds like a fantastic idea, Danny.
Ah, that sounded really clippable.
What do you mean? Though I'm surprised you've already burned through the ones I got you for Christmas.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mutter. Not like I've had much else to do.
Maybe you could spend some of that time polishing up your resume a bit. Oofy. Oofy doofy.
I see. But wait, if he makes too much money off of getting a real job, he'll lose disability though, right?
I think that's how it works.
Because it's like you can't make more than $800 a month,
I guess.
or else you lose disability.
I have no idea.
I don't know. My sister was telling me something about that.
Mm.
Because I joked and said, like, I'll just get into an accident and lose my leg. Like,
Oh my god.
and live
Oh
off
my god.
disability.
Josh. No. Josh, you this. Oh, there is RGB in your computer.
Oh my god! I said it was a little bit earlier.
I know you said there was a little bit, but I thought you meant like little lights up here to let you know it was on, which this does. But yeah, there's some little RGB in there going off right now. Holy shit!
Yeah, my sister was like, "Do you want it all over the inside of
Oh.
like?" And I'm like, "No, that looks obnoxious."
Yes, though.
Yours doesn't.
That's because mine was built by an old man.
Okay, sure. He
Mine
teased.
doesn't even have glass panels.
Oh, okay.
You can't see the inside of mine. It's not cool.
I can barely see the inside of mine.
You'd be able to see it way better if you had RGB in it.
Yeah, give me a second. Kind of.
No, the mesh
No.
here blocks a lot
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
of light.
That's unfortunate. Oh well. Oh well. He teases, walking over toward the fridge and pulling out a carton of this weird, a prickly pear cactus fruit juice. He picks up at one of the swap meets in Cottonwood. But is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong.
Okay. It has a transparent wait. What is this?
Mauve.
Mauve?
Mauve. It's like think like burgundy, but a little more purple.
Okay, look, I know what like the cactus juice looks like, so I like have the color in my head, but this word, it looks wrong. This looks like it should be pronounced mauve.
Mauve.
Mauve. You gonna look it up?
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Point it
I'm right.
out. Gonna show me. The
Yeah,
thing?
see, mauve.
Oh yeah.
It's like burgundy, but lighter, a little more purple.
Yeah. Almost salmon, almost.
Salmon's a little more pink.
Well, I'm just saying they're in like the ballpark.
The realm. If you put
The
them on
football field, if you will.
the football. Yeah, it's not in the ballpark. It's in the football field. I like that expression way more. You know, somewhere in the football field of that. You know,
It's in the football field. Color to it that makes it look like medicine. A super bitter on its own, but if you dump a crap ton of sugar into it, it's kind of banging.
Oh, he's a zoomer.
Wait, is that Zoomer talk?
It's pretty zoomer, I think. Banging.
Isn't that like very 2015?
Yeah, fair.
Isn't that when like banging was hip with the kids?
Bangin'.
Is fire still hip with the kids?
Banging's still kind of hip.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to say like cap. You know,
Oh my god! So
or bet.
my sister was telling me a story where she was at work, and you know she gets a lot of like their work gets newer. So like Zoomers have started actually like people in like their early 20s and stuff.
Right.
And like so she heard one of them say vibe once, and she was like, "Oh, I like that vibe." And then they were like, "No." So my sister started. She does the Zoomer talk on occasion, say like vibe, fire, and like the younger people at the work hate it.
I need this. I haven't seen Cassie in forever. I need to hear this. I need this.
Right.
Fuck.
I thought that was so funny.
Fuck, that's so funny.
I mean, I still say like people thought it was weird. People thought it was weird that I said it's lit in college once they learned my age.
It's lit. Oh, did they think you were younger than?
Basically, universally, every class I was in, they thought that I was like 17. Even other 17 to 19-year-olds thought that I was like the same age as them.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Well, you're a youthful looking fella.
I am a youthful
Little
looking
youthful
fella.
looking fella.
So if I say things like that's an absolute certified vibe bang,
Vibe bang Chippewa.
and then dab, like people won't even bat an eye.
The dab might give you away. People don't really do that anymore.
The double dab, right?
Yeah. 1, 2. Bam, 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 bam.
You know how it is. I push myself closer, Dad looking over at me with a raised brow.
Oh, you want some?
Yes, please. He nods, fetching me a cup from one of the higher shelves.
Ice? No ice?
What's your preference?
Depends on what I'm drinking.
Oh, okay. Ice. How much?
much?
Whoops, okay.
Me.
No, it's my line now. No,
You can
it's...
have it. Go for it.
What? I don't want it anymore.
Dad.
Terrible. Terrible.
How much? A little? A lot?
I never want anyone to call me dad. That just wait. Dad sounds funny. Daddy is weird.
Daddy is weird. Dad is funny.
Yeah.
It's like it's the Maury.
It's the Maury thing.
complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, don't call her daddy. She's dad.
She's dad.
Father, even.
Her first album is coming out this month. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I looked. I clicked the thing to buy it, and it was like 5,000 yen, and I'm like, we're not doing that.
It's not unreasonable.
That's $50 for an album.
Maybe it comes with other stuff.
No. Then I have to play import, like shipping on top of that, and I'm like, look, Dad, I love you, Maury, but like,
It's probably gonna be on Spotify.
I don't use Spotify.
Maybe you should. Well, then you'll have to pay for it to not get ads and be able to like not choose random on your.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. About half a cup.
That's a lot.
I shrug. And 4 sugar cubes. He finishes filling the cup with the ice and juice, pausing some at the request.
Have we ever had a conversation about ice and sugar cubes? Like a heated conversation?
No, I don't talk about sugar. I've never known anyone that had sugar cubes. Like, that's what they use for that kind of thing, and my family's never done that. I have no opinion on them. When I think of sugar cubes, I actually think about horses.
Yeah, I feel like I got in a really heated conversation about something relating to ice and sugar cubes. I just had this weird moment when that line came up.
Okay.
And I feel like it would have been with you, but I guess I'm wrong.
I have no strong feelings on ice and sugar cubes.
I don't know where this. I genuinely
where this memory is coming from.
I don't know.
Maybe this memory is from the future, and like 2 years from now, we'll have a heated discussion
about ice and sugar cubes.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe. Huh.
It's never been a problem before.
4 sugar cubes, Danny, for a cup of juice? Really? I thought that was just a one-time thing.
It tastes
Gnarly.
That just doesn't sound right.
But it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I look at it and I'm like, gnarly.
No. Silent G.
Gnarly.
Nay. It's gnarly.
Without it. Like black coffee. I know it's supposed to be manly and stuff, but I never enjoy drinking unsweetened drinks like plain coffee. I get kind of spoiled by the fancy cocoa mocha stuff they had back on campus by my dorm.
Campus, like... Well, I don't add 4 sugar cubes to a cup of coffee.
And that's you, Dad. It's a big cup. For you.
Boy, howdy.
He holds up the aforementioned. It's one of those University of Arizona cups with a big letter A on one side and the Wildcat mascot on the other.
What is it with Arizona and Wildcats?
Isn't that the mascot from like
From High School
High School Musical?
Yeah, though I think they're not in Arizona.
They're in the state of DCOM.
No, they're in an actual state.
Oh God, I'm not looking this
They're in
up.
the desert. I think
They're just in the desert.
They are. They're super in the desert.
They're just there.
Where does...
You know, I didn't think that like you could just improve Sharpay by making her male.
Until we watched fucking...
The zombie
Zombies.
trilogy.
They're in New Mexico.
They're in New Mexico.
Yeah, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Male Sharpay.
Yeah.
Bucky is
the best part of those movies.
He really
Like-
is. I'm sad his role was greatly diminished after the first movie.
It's true, but I love the ending that sets us up for a mini series where it's Bucky in space. That's what I
Like
want.
it has to be the Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, but with Bucky in space.
That's what I want.
The movie will just be called Bucky in Space.
It sells itself, Disney. I'll write the screenplay for you.
For
I'll
real.
direct. I'll direct for free. Like I just
please.
want this in the world.
Please, I want you to direct that movie.
I have zero experience. But from the looks of it, so do most decoms. I think it came with my college acceptance letter. That and a T-shirt, which I've got on under my hoodie. That's what that says.
Danny, this is a normal-sized cup.
He proceeds to grab a box of sugar cubes from the cabinet above the microwave, putting 2 of the cubes in the drink before handing it down to me. Thanks. I take a drink of the bitter purple juice. I probably should have just asked for water.
So, some lemons, milk, and eggs for the lemon bars, and a library card. Anything else you want for your birthday?
A PlayStation 5 when that ever comes out.
Reasonably priced, of course. No PlayStation 5.
How is that not reasonably priced?
It's like $500.
Yeah, but it's not $599 US.
Yeah, Josh? Yeah? Yeah?
I love how much the PS5, you know that in the meeting room, they were like, we can't make it that price. We can never do that again.
We can never.
They lost the console generation because of it.
Fucking idiots.
$599 US.
$5.99 US. How about fuck off?
Because what though, the PS5 is like $499.
I think it's $4.99
Okay.
for the disc version.
Okay.
Because the disc version is $100 more expensive.
What the shit?
Mm-hmm. The discless version is cheaper.
I like my disc.
Me too. That's why.
Oh,
Like at some point, Nils and I are probably just gonna go halvesies on a PS5.
okay.
If they're ever available.
Yeah, and they'll have no games to play on.
Well,
it.
hold on. I think it's. Is it Sony is making an electric car, and I think they're gonna put PS5s on.
So what you're telling me is because we don't have E3 anymore, we won't get a PlayStation conference in which they lower our
the
car, onto
open the door,
stage.
and there's an integrated PS5 inside. No, I'm sorry, we're not gonna get that anymore.
And they play the game in the car live on stage.
The windshield becomes a screen. Like it's super advanced, smart windshield that obscures and becomes the screen for whatever video game you're gonna play.
I miss E3 so much.
Wait, you posted that one GIF of the guy who doing the jumping thing.
Oh yeah,
What is
Peggle 2, and he just doesn't jump.
But what was it had another caption that said,
Oh, it just said "fuck you."
Yeah,
fuck you.
and then the jumping punch. Man, you've never seen anyone more excited in their life for Peggle 2.
I know, and they didn't show a trailer.
No.
It just goes Peggle 2, doesn't jump and walks off stage, and they move on. It's the dumbest shit. I love
A
it.
bygone era.
So sad. Of course. I glanced over at the stack of bills next to my dad's laptop in the dining room. Dad's basically turned it into his hobby. Study, not hobby. It's probably a hobby.
Bills can be a hobby, I guess.
Yeah.
A
A
really
mandatory hobby.
A shit hobby, sure, but like, damn.
Whatever it takes to get it done, right?
Whatever it takes, yeah.
He spends half his weekend in there these days. And after he's done, he's always in a sour mood. I try to think of something cheap. Rotating the cup and feeling the condensation start to seep through the plastic, onto my hands. I need one of those big Mega Gulp cups. Like what? Like the kind you see truckers with.
Well, if I got one of those, you'd never come downstairs for refills, would you?
Yes. I puff out my chest, making a show of turning to look over at the creaky wooden staircase that leads up to my room. And that's a bad thing. Why?
Well, I do enjoy seeing you out of your room every now and then.
Then let him move to the main floor where he doesn't have to deal with a fucking staircase anyway. This seems like a self-made problem. You know what I mean?
You know,
There's probably a room on the main floor you can repurpose into a bedroom. Like,
I think so.
come on, man, come on, Pop. Like,
Come on, Pops. It's not healthy being cooped up there all the time.
says you. I'm getting a little frustrated. I end up giving. Oh, can you move up a little closer? Yeah, so you can be a little bit louder on the levels. You know how
Okay,
it is.
yeah.
You were looking a little low there for
I
a
was
second.
gonna project. I'm projecting.
You're projecting while leaning 5 feet away from the mic. Like,
It just
"Oh my
it
God."
just shows how good I am.
Yeah,
I
okay.
have to project. I'm a singer.
Okay. Getting a little frustrated, I end up giving Dad a bit of a look as I move over toward the stair lift at the base of the staircase. It's one of the older models from 1990, I think. Okay. One of the little blessings of Dad's inheritance.
Oof. Damn. Phew. Need a drink, brother? There you go. See, you can't even say that, like, you flip the tab further down as the can gets emptier, because that shit is still at 90 degrees and you're tilting your head back till it folds touching your back. Son of a bitch.
But I like it this way. Look, guys. Soda can, like, the opener tab up 90 degrees. Anyone else be like that?
Literally nobody.
Well, no, try it.
This is an island of your own.
Yeah? Party of one.
You may have it.
Oh my god. One of the little blessings of Dad's inheriting this place is that Grandma also had mobility issues. The downside is that unlike some of the newer models, these lifts move slower than molasses and make an insane racket. The vibrations from the little motor that power the lift reverberate throughout the entire house. That combined with my mess up sleep schedule has left Dad more than a little irked. But isn't it funny if it's irked?
No.
Like a yurt?
Like a yurt.
Yeah, irked.
Okay.
Yeah. When I try to come downstairs in the middle of the night. Especially with all the hours he works now. Grabbing the railing, I push myself up to the point where I'm doing somewhat of a handstand, the rest of my body wobbling as I try to swing myself up and over onto the lift. Excuse me. I don't exactly stick the landing and end up crumpling into a half ball on the seat, my head wedged beneath the armrest. See? Not the easiest. When I finally look over at Dad, he's making a face. Not really one of sympathy or anything. It's like he's cringing.
Cringe. Yeah,
Cringing. Okay. I stop laughing, looking away as I push myself upright. I don't know why he's making that face at me. Checking the floor, I'm pretty sure I didn't spill my drink.
Hey.
When I look back, he's smiling again. No trace of that strange face he was making.
I'm gonna let you get settled in upstairs with your games and such, and in a couple hours we can warm up some spaghetti.
Do I miss spaghetti? I don't know. I'm kind of fine with the pastas I make. It's not like...
Reasonable.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
It sounds good. I fish around for the switch at the base of the chair, flicking it on to begin my slow ascent. Thank you. Aw.
And away we go. We going.
We going?
It's like a the fuck's it called? Roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pray that this is the last scene and maybe keep going.
You don't want to just make it another part?
We might. We probably should.
Yeah.
We've been doing one scene per part.
Hey, fuck it. Why not, right?
So this is where we're at.
You guys know what you're in for.
You love the Echo Project.
You clicked
podcast.
You clicked on the video and we're here. You know what you're in for.
I cannot wait for Chemia to be a 20-part playthrough. It's like one build long. This is what we're getting at. This is where we're going.
Fair enough.
So we'll see you around, everyone.